As Congress works through the budget, funding for the nationwide Head Start program could be at risk. It's raising the alarm for thousands of families in our state. Our Brett Forrest reports on the local impacts these federal cuts could have.
Head Start is considered the largest child care provider in El Paso County, and cutting it, as is reportedly being floated by the Trump administration, could cause devastating impacts on the country, the state, and here locally.
It's a lot of money for families to pay.
This is Paula Venegas. When she lived in Pueblo, she wasn't able to get her child into Head Start.
My oldest in a daycare, we would pay close to $400 weekly.
Without child care access, many parents are unable to enter the workforce. For single mothers like Paula, it's even more difficult.
So I was pretty much just working to pay daycare and the food that I could provide for them. So I was living paycheck to paycheck.
She now works for Head Start in Colorado Springs with both of her children enrolled. Just like Megan Parnell, allowing a dual income in her household.
We can pay bills, so we can provide for our kids. It gives us a hope, us a light at the end of the tunnel that we didn't really have last fall. We were really struggling.
Head Start and Early Head Start are federally funded programs serving low-income and at-risk children and families. According to CPCD, which runs Colorado Springs Head Start, 91% of children they serve are below the poverty level or very low income. 24% are military children of active duty or veteran parents, and 10% of children are homeless at time of enrollment. Nationwide, 800,000 young children and families use the program. Advocates argue without it, ripple effects would spread far.
They're stuck at home, and that's loss of income for them. That spirals into losing their cars, their housing. You're going to see a whole community impact.
According to a draft budget obtained by the Associated Press and other outlets, the Trump administration is asking Congress to cut Head Start as the president seeks to reform education.
We did hear of a leaked budget proposal from the administration or the president's budget that fully eliminated Head Start from the budget.
Congress is currently working through next year's budget process, and it's unclear if they'll follow the president's proposal. Meantime, state advocates are calling on Congress to avoid the cuts.
Exponentially concerning to us, because that's not a cut, that's a crisis for children in Colorado.
Joint Initiatives for Youth and Families, a Colorado Springs nonprofit, says Head Start is the largest single provider of child care in El Paso County, Colorado's most populous county, serving more than 1,100 children this year in what is already considered a child care desert.
El Paso County has the highest level of children under the age of 6 in the state. So we absolutely have more pressure on our child care system than other cities do.
Republican Congressman Jeff Hurd and Jeff Crank and Democratic Senator John Hickenlooper did not respond to my request for comment, but I did hear from Democratic Senator Michael Bennet. Take a look. He urges the president to preserve the funding and says losing Head Start would be devastating, especially to rural communities.
That was Brett Forrest reporting. This week, the ACLU and other Head Start providers around the nation filed suit against the Department of Health and Human Services. Because of the proposed cuts to Head Start, the plaintiffs argued the government officials cannot eliminate or cut any funding to the program because it is funded by Congress.